It all starts with one woman, Cassie Ventura. Before federal charges, before the headlines, before the raid, Cassie was the match that lit the fuse. Back in November 2023, Cassie filed a civil lawsuit that didn't just make noise, it detonated. She alleged that her decade-long relationship with people...
Yeah. Have a very great day, everybody. Very great day, everybody. How's yeah, man. What going on, y'all? I heard it's 50 Cent birthday. Well, happy birthday, 50. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, staying down, remaining healthy, alive and free for so long, man. But for your birthday, I offer you a challenge, sir. Pull your ass up, man, with 20 of your records, man. Sit across from me, man, and get this work, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand if you don't want to answer to that challenge, because last time you got challenged, Kanye West dusted your ass off. So, you might not want to do that. So, well, guess who ain't scared of your mother 50? Look, man, pull up. Pull on up. Pull on up, man. Pull on up, 50. Bring your ass on outside, 50. Bring your ass on out. Know what I mean? Bring your ass on out. Bring your records, bring your hit records with you. You and Dr. Dre and Eminem and all y'all, goddamn the G-Unit, all y'all bring y'all ass on out. Come on, see the king. Come on, see the king. And I actually, you know, me and you know, we all right. You know, I fuck with you, 50. I fuck with you, 50. It ain't you this time. It's your catalog that got some trouble. You understand? Your mother catalog is in trouble. So, can't take it back, goddammit. I done said it. I done damn said it. So 50, pull your ass on up. Pull your ass on up, man. You know what I mean? Everybody been talking about me and Jeezy, and then they talking about me and Gucci, and then they want to talk about me. Listen, man. I want 50. I want 50. Atlanta and New York, nigga. That's what we doing. ATL in New York. Doing. I want 50. Bring your ass outside, 50. Somebody call 50, tell him I'm on it. Somebody call 50, tell him I'm on it. If he want this smoke, I got the ashtray, nigga. Bring your ass on. Let's see how long you have before you respond to my message, you know what I'm saying? You have been challenged, sir. You have been challenged, sir. Swiss, Timberland, hook the mother up. God damn it. Hook it up. Let's get I'm tired of talking about it. Tired of talking about it. God damn it. Y'all goddamn set a time. Set a mother go. Tired of talking. This man been goddamn picking on people for so long. Man been bullying y'all, throwing mother. Bring your ass on out, 50. Let's see what this alright? But enjoy your birthday though. Get it, buddy. Now I know it's your birthday, man, and I celebrate you.
Yes, sir.
But if you get a chance, you hear me? You hear me, Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
If you get a chance,
yes, sir.
Please tell 50 bring his on out here and get this smoke.
Oh, Jesus.
Please tell 50 Cent get his hit records and come on and see what the South got to say, guys.
Jesus Christ. You say you want that man to see all full-fledged with the South.
I want him to see what the South got to say. Now listen, hey, I'm the king below the Mason-Dixon line, king of the South. I speak for all of the Southern people. New York been saying under their breath about us and having little slick comments about us, thinking it's all slow down here. But they want to come down here and go to our malls and go to our clubs. But then they want to kick it like standard when they get back up top. Well, that stop right now.
Yeah, you say you done with that.
That stop right now, guys.
You say you done.
The king say that stop. He say he the king of New York. And if he don't want to do it, and one of them who got a catalog want to pull up, tell him come see the king. Don't come around me. Come sit down with me.
Hey, I'm not here for.
Tell him come see. Andre told him the South had something to say, and I'm saying it.
You saying what needs to be said by the line.
Hey, period. Ain't no mother dispute. We day last year, we the future. So anybody don't like it, come see the king. And we gonna start with 50. And if he don't wanna do it, then we gonna go pick somebody else. Yeah. Have a very, very, very great day, everybody. Very great day, everybody. How's yeah, man. What going on, y'all? I heard it's 50 Cent birthday. Well, happy birthday, 50. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, staying down, remaining healthy, alive, and free for so long, man. But for your birthday, I offer you a challenge, sir. Pull your ass up, man, with 20 of your records, man. Sit across from me, man, and get this work, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand if you don't want to answer to that challenge, because last time you got challenged, Kanye West dusted your ass off. So, you might not want to do that. So, well, guess who ain't scared of your mother 50? Look, man, pull up. Pull on up. Pull on up, man. Pull on up, 50. Bring your ass on outside, 50. Bring your ass on out. Know what I mean? Bring your ass on out. Bring your records, bring your hit records with you. You and Dr. Dre and Eminem and all y'all, goddamn the G Unit, all y'all bring y'all ass on out. Come on, see the king. Come on, see the king. And I actually, you know, me and you, we all right. You know, I fuck with you, 50. I fuck with you, 50. It ain't you this time. It's your catalog that got some trouble. You understand? Your mother catalog is in trouble. So, can't take it back, goddammit. I done said it. I done damn said it. So 50, pull your ass on up. Pull your ass on up, man. You know what I mean? Everybody been talking about me and Jeezy, and then they talking about me and Gucci, and then they want to talk about me. Listen, man. I want 50. I want 50. Atlanta and New York, nigga. That's what we doing. ATL in New York. Doing. I want 50. Bring your ass outside, 50. Somebody call 50, tell him I'm on it. Somebody call 50, tell him I'm on it. If he want this smoke, I got the ashtray, nigga. Bring your ass on. Let's see how long you have before you respond to my message, you know what I'm saying? You have been challenged, sir. You have been challenged, sir. Swiss, Timberland, hook the mother up. God damn it. Hook it up. Let's get I'm tired of talking about it. Tired of talking about it. God damn it. Y'all goddamn set a time. Set a mother go. Tired of talking. This man been goddamn picking on people for so long. Man been bullying y'all, throwing mother. Bring your ass on out, 50. Let's see what this alright? But enjoy your birthday though. Get it, buddy. Now I know it's your birthday, man, and I celebrate you.
Yes, sir.
But if you get a chance, you hear me? You hear me, Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
If you get a chance,
yes, sir.
Please tell 50 bring his on out here and get this smoke.
Oh, Jesus.
Please tell 50 Cent get his hit records and come on and see what the South got to say, guys.
Jesus Christ. You say you want that man to see all full-fledged with the South.
I want him to see what the South got to say. Now listen, hey, I'm the king below the Mason-Dixon line, king of the South. I speak for all of the Southern people. New York been saying under their breath about us and having little slick comments about us, thinking it's all slow down here. But they want to come down here and go to our malls and go to our clubs. But then they want to kick it like standard when they get back up top. Well, that stop right now.
Yeah, you say you done with that.
That stop right now, guys.
You say you done.
The king say that stop. He say he the king of New York. And if he don't want to do it, And one of the who got catalog, want to pull up, tell them come see the king. Don't come around me, come sit down with me.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, too. I'm here for it.
Tell them come see. Andre told him the South had something to say, and I'm saying it.
You saying what needs to be said by law.
Hey, period. Ain't no mother dispute. They last year, we the future. So anybody don't like it, come see the king. And we gonna start with 50. And if he don't wanna do it, then we gonna go pick somebody else.
Invitation to 50 Cent for a Versus battle.
They're mutual friends. And I was actually in conversation with one of them, and they was around him. So they said they left. I didn't tell them to get him on the phone, and he didn't tell them to get me on the phone. It was just dead, and it's like, yo, you just need to talk to him because you don't know where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and we get into it, and I mean, he had a lot of legitimate points. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause when you're going through something and it's like the press will ask you questions about things, when they'll ask other artists that are relevant to the culture things about artists that
just current.
Yeah, that are just going through something, and your response impacts harder than it would at any other point.
Yeah, as we all saw on Twitter, like that one little thing, it started a whole new, people talking crazy.
Right, and then you get the people who want to fight this there. So, like they'll start to champion that. Like, yeah, go. And then when they find out that it's not gonna actually happen, and I'm the source of where they find out that, they go, oh, they try to make the fight again. They try to say, oh, he's scared.
Right. Just throw more fuel on the flame, basically.
So, like me, to be, when you know me to back
50 Cent to a versus battle, but the offer hasn't been accepted so far. In what may be a ploy to get 50 to participate, T.I. diminished the New York-bred rapper's hip-hop status by claiming the G-Unit boss has greatly benefited from the East Coast bias.
New York is the birthplace of hip-hop, and they have the most successful, some of the most talented lyricists known to man.
That's right. And Atlanta has some too. Maybe more.
But quite a run. And when we say this, but even though they have those lyricists, some of the most capable and accomplished lyricists known to man, it's some bullshit that slid through there that y'all hold up in high regard, that if they was from somewhere else, it wouldn't have been the same.
Name, show me some.
Okay, let me see. I tell you what, just being real.
Okay.
If
Diddy was built on control, manipulation, and disturbing abuse. According to her, Diddy didn't just dominate her career, he dominated her entire life. She claimed he forced her to take illegal substances, carry an illegal weapon, and participate in what she called freak-offs, disturbing events where others were allegedly drugged and coerced into explicit acts while Diddy watched, or worse, recorded. And that's where things get even darker. Cassie's suit alleged that Diddy used those recordings as blackmail material, threatening to release them if she ever spoke out. But she did. She spoke up, and the dam burst. More victims came forward. More lawsuits hit the courts. And just months later, Homeland Security agents raided Diddy's homes in both California and Florida. It was no longer just Cassie's word. Federal authorities were now involved, and they were digging for evidence. But Cassie's impact didn't end with just paperwork. A leaked hotel surveillance video, grainy, chilling, surfaced shortly after. It appeared to show Diddy violently assaulting her in a hallway. CNN refused to air the full clip. Law and Crime refused to play it. It was that disturbing, but the still image alone became iconic and damning. Then came the apology. On Instagram, Diddy called it his darkest moment. He didn't deny it. He didn't deflect. He said he was disgusted by himself, that he sought therapy, rehab, redemption. But was it enough? Cassie's lawsuit may have settled reportedly for millions, but the floodgates were already wide open. Her bravery triggered a chain reaction that exposed decades of alleged abuse, manipulation, and celebrity cover-up. Cassie may have opened the floodgates, but what came next took the case into dangerous new territory: explosives, revenge, and one of hip-hop's most beloved figures, Kid. According to Cassie's lawsuit, During a rough patch in her relationship with Diddy around 2011, she had a brief romantic involvement with Kid Cudi. It was short-lived, but the consequences were explosive. In her court filings, Cassie alleged that Diddy didn't just express jealousy, he made a direct threat. She claimed that in February 2012, while at Paris Fashion Week, Diddy told her point-blank that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Not only that, he allegedly said he hoped Cudi and his friends would be inside when it happened. And then, just like that, Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. This wasn't a metaphor, this wasn't a flex. This was a real, violent act, and the timing matched exactly what Cassie described in her lawsuit. That's not conspiracy, that's correlation backed by a burned-out vehicle. When the public first heard the claim, some brushed it off as outlandish. But in May 2025, Kid Cudi himself confirmed it. He stepped forward during the trial proceedings and stated clearly that his car had in fact exploded. The details matched. The threat was real, and Cudi wasn't the only one dragged into Diddy's alleged warpath of retaliation. His name became one of many, in a growing list of celebrities touched by this spiraling legal drama. But Cudi's case stood out. It wasn't just about parties or drugs or wild behavior. It was about targeted destruction allegedly in response to a personal betrayal, a car blown up, a warning allegedly made, and a silence broken only years later in a courtroom. By February 2024, the allegations against P. Diddy weren't just whispered in corners, they were shouted in courtrooms. That's when a music producer known as Lil Rod, real name Rodney Jones, filed his own explosive civil lawsuit. But this time, it didn't just target Diddy, it named celebrities, big ones. And one of the most jaw-dropping, Jennifer Lopez. Lil Rod had been living with Diddy for nearly a year while working on the Love album. But according to him, behind the studio sessions was something far darker. He alleged that Diddy orchestrated freak-offs similar to Cassie's claims, coerced, drug-fueled events where victims were violated and often recorded without consent. Rod claimed there were hundreds of hours of video and audio evidence documenting acts so disturbing, federal authorities would later raid Diddy's homes in search of them. And he wasn't just talking about secondhand rumors, he said he witnessed it, he heard it, he lived it. But then came the name drop that shook the internet. In the lawsuit, Rod alleged that Diddy's criminal enterprise went back at least 20 years, starting with the infamous 1999 New York nightclub shooting, where 3 people were shot during an altercation involving Diddy, rapper Shine, and others. According to the filing, Diddy allegedly had then his girlfriend carry the firearm into the club for him. When the chaos broke out, she allegedly passed him the gun. That moment was followed by arrests, mugshots, and a media circus. While Diddy and J-Lo were both taken into custody, her charges were dropped. Diddy went to trial and was acquitted. But Shine, he was convicted. 10 years in prison and deported to Belize. Years later, Shine went on record, accusing Diddy of turning on him. He said Diddy sent witnesses to testify against him, essentially throwing him under the bus. Anyone that would send someone to jail deliberately is a monster, Shine told CNN. So what does J-Lo say about all this? Nothing. She's remained completely silent. No statements, no denials, not even a social media deflection. And in the world of crisis PR, that kind of silence is deafening. Lil Rod's lawsuit painted a pattern: abuse, cover-ups, and complicity by those in the inner circle. His story echoed Cassie's right down to the recording devices, the threats, and the terrifying reach of Diddy's alleged influence. But J-Lo wasn't the only celebrity Rod named. If naming Jennifer Lopez turned heads, what came next in Lil Rod's lawsuit left jaws on the floor, an accusation against none other than Cuba Gooding Jr., Oscar winner, fan favorite, and according to the lawsuit, a participant in something much more disturbing than red carpets and movie roles. Rod's claims placed him on Diddy's yacht, where he says he was introduced to Cuba by Diddy himself. But what happened next wasn't just casual celebrity mingling. The lawsuit alleges that Cuba began groping him, touching his legs, upper inner thighs, lower back and shoulders, without consent. Rod says he rejected the advances, and only after forcibly pushing Cuba away did it stop. Now, this wasn't Cuba's first brush with legal trouble. Back in 2019, he faced misdemeanor charges for forcible touching in New York. Prosecutors at the time said 30 other women had come forward with similar accusations. By 2022, he reached a plea deal, avoiding jail time, but agreeing to alcohol and behavioral therapy. One woman even accused him of a far more serious crime, and now, here he was, allegedly on a yacht, involved in Diddy's inner circle, and accused once again. When the new allegations surfaced in Rod's lawsuit, Cuba didn't stay quiet. He responded on the PBD podcast, calling the claims crazy and claiming he was blindsided. He said, "Whatever Diddy's dealing with, he's on his journey, man. I can't imagine he's stupid enough to keep that kind of stuff on his property." It was a denial, sure, but not a strong one, more like distancing than deflecting. And it raised even more questions. Why was Cuba allegedly involved at all? Was he a guest, a participant, or just another name used to add weight to the claims? The lawsuit paints a picture of Diddy not only committing crimes himself, but grooming others, and then allegedly offering up victims to his famous friend. If true, that would move the allegations from disturbing to something far more sinister, something coordinated, and while Cuba's legal past is well documented, this new claim tied him to a very different world, one not of movie scripts and award shows, but of secrecy, coercion, and scandal. A-list musicians, Oscar winners, global superstars. By this point, Diddy's legal drama had dragged in half of Hollywood, but no one expected what came next. The name Prince Harry. Yes, that Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, son of King Charles, brother to Prince William, was name-dropped in Lil Rod's federal lawsuit. Now to be clear, Prince Harry is not accused of any crime, there are no allegations of misconduct, but his name didn't show up by accident. According to the lawsuit, Diddy's lavish freak-off parties were more than just industry blowouts. They were described as elaborate trafficking operations, gatherings where illegal activity allegedly occurred under the guise of celebrity networking. And to drive home the credibility of Diddy's connections, the suit mentions that these parties attracted politicians, dignitaries, and yes, international figures like British royal Prince Harry. No date, no specific, just a name, strategically placed to reinforce one point: Diddy had reach, serious reach. Whether Prince Harry actually attended any of these parties remains unknown. There's no evidence he witnessed or was involved in anything illegal, and to this day, he hasn't issued a response. No denial, no comment, just silence. But in the court of public opinion, even a name drop can be damaging, especially when it comes from a lawsuit that federal agents are taking very seriously. So why include him? Legal experts believe Harry's name may have been dropped to prove the level of celebrity access Diddy commanded. These weren't your average house parties, these were allegedly private, secured gatherings where anything could happen, and no one on the guest list would talk. In a scandal that spiraled far beyond its original scope, even the royal family wasn't safe from the splash zone, and that detail alone, true or not, was enough to send headlines into overdrive. But while Harry stayed silent, another name popped up in the lawsuits that did speak volume, a name tied to music royalty, and to the very foundation of this empire. In March 2025, the Diddy scandal took another shocking turn, one that pulled in rap's most powerful figure, Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. It started with a lawsuit filed by a woman identifying herself only as Jane Doe, who claimed she was raped by P. Diddy at the age of 13 during a VMA after party. In the year 2000, she said she was drugged, and that multiple celebrities were involved. But the lawsuit didn't just target Diddy, it listed Celebrity A and Celebrity B as co-conspirators, one of whom, she later alleged, was Jay-Z. Yes, Jay-Z, one of the most iconic figures in music, a billionaire businessman, and husband to Beyoncé. The claim that he too assaulted her at the same party. No evidence, no corroboration, but a claim serious enough to make headlines and force a response. Jay-Z's legal team hit back immediately. They exposed glaring inconsistencies in Jane Doe's timeline, pointing out that the events she described in interviews didn't match what she wrote in her filing. They also interviewed her father, who contradicted key parts of her story. Faced with mounting pressure and factual holes, Jane Doe dropped the lawsuit. But that wasn't the end of it. Jay-Z then turned the tables, filing a defamation lawsuit against both Jane Doe and her high-profile attorney, Tony Busby. He accused them of fabricating a false story, weaponizing the media, and trying to damage his reputation for personal gain. And legal insiders believe he may have a strong case, especially given how quickly the original lawsuit fell apart. Still, the damage had been done. Even though the claim was dismissed, Jay-Z's name had been tied to the broader narrative, a narrative that now included alleged abuse, sex trafficking, celebrity cover-ups, and federal indictments. And disturbingly, that wasn't the only lawsuit to name him. In a separate legal action, a man named Joseph Manzaro claimed he was drugged, kidnapped, and assaulted in Miami, and he alleged that Diddy operated an organized criminal network. And again, Jay-Z's name appeared in the filing, along with other shocking claims about tunnels beneath Diddy's mansion, secret transfers of victims, and a terrifying web of psychological coercion. Jay-Z and Beyoncé, according to that suit, were allegedly present during one of these transfers, but both were later removed from the lawsuit after proving they weren't even in Florida. Jay-Z was at NYU, Beyoncé was vacationing in Hawaii. The evidence was concrete, and the story collapsed. So why include their names in the first place? The answer is simple: power. These lawsuits weren't just legal actions, they were explosive PR bombs. Dropping names like Jay-Z and Beyoncé gave the claims oxygen, media coverage, headlines. But for Jay-Z, being dragged into this scandal, no matter how briefly, represented something deeper, a sign that in the court of public opinion, even giants can bleed. Just when the Diddy scandal seemed to reach its limit, one lawsuit pushed things straight into Twilight Zone territory. It didn't just accuse it, painted a surreal cinematic nightmare, featuring a star-studded cast: Gloria Estefan, LeBron James, Beyoncé, and even Diddy's alleged secret tunnels. Filed by Joseph Manzaro, the same man who previously named Jay-Z, this lawsuit claimed he was drugged, kidnapped, and transported through a tunnel system connecting Diddy's mansion to a nearby property owned by the Estefans. Sounds unbelievable? That's because it was. But the filing was real, and it made one thing very clear: the web of accusations had reached new levels of chaos. According to the suit, Manzaro alleged he was dragged into the Estefans' mansion, where singer Gloria Estefan panicked at his deteriorating state and allegedly shouted, "Call an ambulance." But her husband, Emilio Estefan, supposedly silenced her and led her away into the crowd. And then it gets even stranger. Manzaro claimed that he saw LeBron James, yes, NBA superstar LeBron James, walking through the hallway wearing only a white towel, shower shoes, and a shaving bag. He allegedly looked at the scene and muttered, "Y'all better do something about that," before walking away. That's not all. Manzaro was then allegedly moved through a concealed tunnel that led to Diddy's mansion, where he said he saw Jay-Z and Beyoncé seated in a room. And as the story goes, Beyoncé allegedly asked, "What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a mask standing here in front of me?" To which an unnamed individual replied, "Diddy wants him to see what we do to snitches. This is part of his punishment." That's the level of detail we're dealing with. A mask, a tunnel, a bath towel. It sounds like something ripped out of a thriller, except it was filed in federal court. So what did the celebrities say? Each issued swift, cutting denials. LeBron James, via TMZ, said the claim was demonstrably false, and pointed out that he was actively playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers during the entire month in question. The Estefans issued a statement confirming they owned the house, but had never lived in it or hosted any events there during that period. "We have the documents to prove it," they said. Jay-Z's team noted that he was in New York, and then Hawaii during the alleged incident, nowhere near Miami. Beyoncé notably stayed silent, but her legal team moved quickly behind the scenes, and both she and Jay-Z's names were officially removed from the lawsuit. So what was this really? Most legal experts saw this filing as a desperate attempt to latch on to the Diddy media frenzy, weaponizing celebrity names for attention, even if the claims were utterly baseless. But it also highlighted a growing problem. Once Pandora's box was open, anyone close to Diddy, real or imagined, could be dragged in. Now, with jury selection about to begin, the spotlight shifts from explosive lawsuits to the cold formality of the courtroom. But the biggest mystery still remains: who will stand by Diddy when it matters most? Federal prosecutors are building what they claim is a sprawling case of racketeering, trafficking by force or coercion, and interstate transport for prostitution. The stakes, massive. And they're not just relying on paper filings, they're expected to call key witnesses who were once deep inside Diddy's inner circle. At the center of it all is Cassie Ventura, the woman who started the cascade. According to legal analysts, Cassie is almost guaranteed to testify. With her lawsuit settled, and that now infamous video of Diddy allegedly assaulting her circulating online, she's considered the prosecution's star witness. One former prosecutor even said she would carry the weight of the government's entire narrative. But what about the other? Could Lil Rod take the stand and reveal what he says he saw behind closed doors? Will federal agents present the alleged hundreds of hours of recordings seized from Diddy's homes during the 2024 raids? And perhaps more controversially, will any celebrities testify in Diddy's defense? So far, almost no one in the industry has spoken up for him. The silence has been deafening, except for one notable figure, Kanye West, who subtly featured Diddy on a recent track, a move many saw as support or at least but behind the scenes, sources suggest Diddy may call surprise witnesses, famous names who partied with him, traveled with him, or attended his events, not to confirm innocence necessarily, but to cast doubt, to say, I was there, I saw nothing illegal, nothing Will those people be willing to risk public backlash to defend him, or will Diddy stand virtually alone, surrounded by accusations and abandoned by his peers? One thing is clear, the government's case hinges on testimony, video evidence, and whether the jury believes this was more than just he said she said drama. It's about power, control, and a lifestyle that for years existed just out of view. And the question every celebrity in Diddy's orbit is now asking themselves. As the trial officially kicks off, the media frenzy hits a new high, but the story unfolding in the courtroom is just part of a much bigger saga. Diddy's legal team faces an uphill battle. They must dismantle a mountain of allegations from physical abuse and coerced acts, to shadowy freak-offs and secret recordings. Every witness who steps up, every piece of evidence presented, could reshape public opinion overnight. Behind closed doors, defense lawyers are reportedly scrambling to find allies, people who can vouch for Diddy's character or discredit the most damaging testimony. But so far, celebrity support has been scarce, and the weight of public accusations is heavy. Meanwhile, the civil lawsuits continue to trickle in, many with names that raise eyebrows. Even if these suits don't make it to court, they keep the scandal alive in headlines, casting a long shadow over Diddy's legacy. And then there's the inevitable question, how will this affect the broader entertainment industry? The allegations expose a world of excess and secrecy, one where power dynamics, abuse, and exploitation may have been swept under the rug for years. With jury deliberations looming, and federal sentencing potentially hanging in the balance, this case could become a landmark moment, a warning shot to those who thought celebrity status placed them above the law. But perhaps the most chilling reality is that for every name named, every accusation made, the truth might still be buried beneath layers of silence, fear, and influence. And as the courtroom doors close, the world watches, waiting to see if justice will finally catch up with one of music's biggest icons, or if this saga will end as another tale lost in the glitz and glamour of fame.